Vanity. We have a new subject to talk about in this realm, and you talk about facelifts, you talk about Botox, or different things that somebody can do to their body. But this one I did not know about at all until just this week. You can get surgery to change the color of your eyes. And there have been, it seems like, a lot of opinions on this, Leah.
Yes, we wanted to turn it over to you guys. We love hearing from you. And so over on our Facebook page, we were asking, would you spend money, a surgery to permanently change your eye color? Because there are some influencers out there that it has been their lifelong dream to have those blue eyes instead of the brown. And I get it. My brother is the only one of my siblings that got blue eyes. And I'm like, dang it. But I've really grown to love my brown eyes. And so I personally, I wouldn't get the surgery to change my eye color to something natural, if that makes sense. Like if I'm going to do it.
You're going to go wild.
I'm going to go full YA fantasy protagonist. Like I'm getting violet and purple eyes or golden eyes. Like I don't know if you ever watched BBC's Merlin, but like every time he would cast a spell, his eyes would turn this really cool gold color. Like that's what I would do.
I do see you as a spellcaster. I
right?
think that's a possibility in this world. To me, it's the same feeling I have about any cosmetic thing, which is hopefully everybody feels good enough with who they are. But if it's something you want to do, and if it's something that you feel like is going to make you feel better, and if you have the money, because we're going to get into this in a second, but it is not cheap. But if it's something you want to do, if you feel like you need to do it for yourself, then that's fine too. I think with all of these things, to me anyway, people can obviously overdo it on plastic surgeries or body augmentations or whatever it is. But if you're finding something that makes you feel better, I think that we should all be comfortable with saying, all right, it's your life. You get to do what you want.
Pretty much. I mean, I think if changing your eye color is something that would make you feel more beautiful, more confident, whatever it is that would help you navigate the world in a more confident way, have at it. We did turn it over to you guys, though, and the overwhelming majority, and I purposely left the price off of this question on Facebook because I just wanted the sentiment to stand. If money was no object, would you do it? Almost all of you said no. Pretty much everybody was saying, no way, absolutely not. Some people brought up some good points too of like just not risking the potential blindness if something goes wrong, which I also completely understand because how many cosmetic surgeries do we hear about going wrong when it sort of becomes the norm and more of the average person want to get involved in that, and they will take the cheaper solution because to get this done right will cost you $6,000 per eye.
So for most of us, 12 grand is what we're talking here.
Yeah, and I do think they do one eye at a time, maybe to just kind of make sure that everything
heals
right
up, make sure you're not
well.
going to go blind in both eyes.
2-for-1 deal. But I think if you throw the money in, a lot more people are going to obviously say no because it's purely a cosmetic cost.
Yeah,
it's not
a lot of people don't
LASIK.
just have the 12 grand to spend. But again, I think that the point stands. I think you should feel great about who you are. You should feel great about your eye color. It's yours. It's individually you. But if you don't, then okay, have at it. Maybe save up those bucks. If it's really important to you, there is now an option. It's just one of the many things that's changed in the world.
I just feel like maybe we should make the colored eye contacts a fad. Like I feel like it kind of was, but people were always like, that's not your real eye color. And people will go like, yes, it is. Naturally, my eyes are definitely purple.
You saw them last week when they definitely weren't, but that was, don't worry, those were the contacts.
But I feel like if we would just accept that people want to play around with the way they look, we could have a lot of fun.
We could have a lot of fun. It certainly would make going to like Comic-Con a little easier.
Yes. Well, and people do grab them for Comic-Con or Ren Fair. So I'm like, why can't we just extend some of that fashion into the everyday world?
Generally, just have some grace. Let people do things that make them feel good about themselves, as long as it's not hurting you specifically.
That's right. And maybe one of the things that makes you feel good about yourself, bird watching. There's a club for you to join. We are going to talk all about that when we get back.
We love having fun and hanging out with you on CoastLife. But if you ever want to take a peek behind the scenes, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and more. You can also catch up with full episodes at CoastLife.com. You can do all that right now while we take a quick break, but there's more CoastLife coming up.